Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for The Perfection. So The Perfection is a Netflix original, and it follows the story of these two women. One who is exceptional at cello. She has just finished her schooling and she is about to become a world famous cello player. And another one who played cello and was on the level of her but decided to take a few years off to help her aging mother, who ended up passing away. And it follows the story of them as they embark on something. I will not spoil what it is because it was a surprise to me, but you'll see what it is when you watch it. Basically, it's about their relationship and what they do. So this is a Netflix movie I had not heard of before I looked it up and tried to find one to watch for this weekend. There was not one that came out during the weekend of May 17th, which was a surprise to me. I was expecting there to be one because usually they have one every single weekend, but that weekend they didn't. This weekend they did, and it was The Perfection. I was curious about the movie because it was a horror film, and it was a genre that I hadn't really seen before in any capacity. It's a revenge horror movie, and I've seen a few, but I have never seen one like this before, and I know that a lot of other movies like this exist, but this was a new genre to me, so I was fascinated by it. And I will say that The Perfection is a pretty solid horror movie. I liked it. I think the biggest reason I liked it is because it felt so refreshing to me, just because I've never seen a movie like this before. It felt like a refreshing new take on the horror genre to me, even if it wasn't, and it's similar to movies before. Just to me, it felt very refreshing, and because of that, it kept me entertained throughout the entire film. There are just some very odd stylistic choices in this movie. They go back and forth between time a lot, and whenever they go back, they use like a reverse button type of look to it. It's hard to explain, but it's just like when on very, very old movies, when like on VHS, when you press the reverse button and the screen gets all staticky and there's a reverse button in the corner. It's just like that. And there's a lot of other really weird stylistic choices like that that don't feel like they fit at all into the actual movie, because this is a very stark, serious movie about revenge and about hatred, and just using weird stylistic choices like that feel like they would fit better in a comedy, it just kind of took me out of the movie. Besides that, there are some very solid performances in this. It's a very creepy horror movie, and above all else, it's memorable. I definitely will remember this movie. If you mention The Perfection to me a couple years down the line, maybe I won't remember it exactly by the title, but if you tell me a bit about the plot, I will remember it because it's very shocking. There's a lot of very creepy and psychologically weird things that happen in this movie that really, really stick with you. I think that The Perfection is a very solid movie. I think that it's well done. It's one definitely to watch if you're with friends. It's a great party movie. And in the end, I will give The Perfection a 6.75 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for The Perfection. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your favorite revenge horror movie? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.